This morning is going to be more about mindful movement again. So we have done it in the past and I know it's been very popular. I just want you to forget all expectations of Pilates. It's more of just a flowing movement, just been trying to be loose and free in your body, and again just listening to your body. And if I do a position that you don't particularly like, just just come out of it and just lay on your mat in a position that's nice for you. If sometimes we're still in a lot of time of stress and challenging times with what we're doing with work, and are we going back, are we doing this, that or the other, and I find that as well. So I think it's, we need just to relax in our bodies a little bit and just de-stress them. And this session hopefully will do this for you. And it'll be on YouTube, guys, and it will be nice doing the evenings as well if you just fancy just to relax. So if you've got your music at home, don't forget that. You can get your Spotify going or play your own music and get something really nice and gentle on. Let's make a start. Remember, it's just forget Pilates, any expectations. Let's just move our bodies in a nice, gentle way. I'm going to get rid of that block because I don't actually need it at this moment. So I've got a rolled up towel to start off with, which may help you, and myself as well. If I'm a little bit stiff, I just place it in the curve of my lower back, and I'm just going to lower myself back down onto my mat and just place that towel there. This is mainly, I'm all right when my knees are bent, but when my legs are long, I can just feel a little bit of impingement in my lower back. So if I place that there, it just helps it feel a lot better. And let's just take an inhale, and let's just take our arms up, and let's bring our bodies into a starfish position. So I'm not, guys, too bothered about neutrals or anything today. I'm not going to cue any core or anything. We're just going to be really intuitive and listen to what's going on in our bodies. So let's take a couple of breaths in just to start off with. So a deep breath in and exhale out. So this is half an hour for you. Very slow, just looking after your body. So try and put any thoughts of any jobs you've got to do later after the class this afternoon. Just really nurture yourselves in this time. So again, let's take another deep breath in. Feel the belly expand out, side to side breath, and then exhale. As you breathe in again, you may feel the breath going from front to back. So we're getting a full spherical breath as we're breathing in. Belly's expanding. And then exhale as we release from there. One more breath, guys. Just start to feel the body settling and the mind settling. Bring your awareness to you. Switch off those phones and release. And then just bring your legs a little bit closer together. And we're just going to start some very gentle rocking with the body. So I'm just going to flex the feet and point. And as I start to do that, I can just start to feel that my skull starts to move a little bit. My pelvis starts to move a little bit. You may feel some discomfort somewhere. Do you need to back off with what you're doing? Are you okay just to carry on? And you can make it a little bit faster so that the body just then actually start to rock backwards and forwards. So my head's going, I can feel my rib cage moving a little bit, the pelvis, and then slow it down again, slow it down. And this is just like what we would do tapping with the body, just waking up a little bit, just getting everything moving. And then just stop. And then internally rotate the legs at the hip joint. And again, we're still in our starfish. And let's rock again. So we're just slightly internally rotated with the thigh bones. It might be a whole different sensation, or it might feel the same. I can just feel a little bit more stretch over in the groin area there. You can go as fast, guys, so your whole body's going backwards and forwards. And a couple more, and then just stop. And what can you feel? Anything? You can just feel a little bit of buzzing there then in the body. Let's just bring our hands down by our sides from there. Let's just float our arms up, interlock the fingers. Now, gentle head movement here for the neck vertebra. Just allow your eye line to follow the hands as you take them back. So we're just lifting the chin, and then just allow the eye line to follow the hands as you come forwards. And again, just flow with that a little bit. So we're just getting some movement through the neck area. You can feel that as the hands come down, chin's nodding. You can feel that stretch in the back of the neck. As we lift up, it may be that you don't want to tilt your chin too far, guys. If you want to take the hands further back and you're okay looking further behind, you can. Again, we're just going with what feels good for you today. No rules. No rules at all. Don't worry even if your ribs lift. Don't worry about the stability anywhere. We're just gently moving. One last one then, lifting the chin up. And then bringing back down from there. And then let's just slide our feet in. I'm going to take my towel away. I don't necessarily need it when I'm in this position. If you want to keep yours in, you can, but I'm just going to take mine away at the moment. Not too worried about what position my spine's in, I'm just here. And I'm just going to literally fold the knee in and place it back down. Stay on the same side, just folding in a bit like a piston and then back down. Now, are you gripping anywhere to do this? Can you just let go? If you want your palms facing up, you can do. Just want them down at your sides, wherever feels good. And release. So just folding. It may be that you naturally kiss the lower back into the mat when you do this. And when you place the foot down, you might go into a slight arch over. Again, just notice that, and that's okay. Just try and keep it nice and fluid. So adding on a little bit with this one, I'm going to take the foot down and lengthen, so you can feel that length through the front of the hip. Slide it back in, into a piston. Foot down, lengthen, fold in. And it's just such nurturing, nice movement in the body. Just getting it going, especially if you're a little bit stiff. I'm always stiff. I think it's an age thing. And then lengthen. Don't think it's easy for me, no. And then all come in again. Just hold on to that knee. So same hand, same knee. You take the knee out to the side and bring it across. So we're just going out and in. And this pelvis is moving, my opposite one. I'm going to let it do that today. Normally, yeah, we would stabilize it, but we're just having some movement. As I said at the beginning, just let go of any expectation of doing Pilates. We're in what we'd call a mindful movement, I think. I can hear clicking in that hip joint. How's it going? Now let's just circle then. Let's just do 4 circles each way. Just guiding with the hand. Maybe you've got a bit of a crescent moon going on, not a full moon. Just feel relaxed in the joint if you can. Just feel the body just coming down, just relaxing. Your mind as well. How about a little bit of a half smile going on your face? Not so serious, yeah? Okay. And then let's place that foot down. Let's just take both legs out long again just before we do our next exercise. And if you want your towel back under your back, guys, please do. I feel like I've warmed up a little bit in my back. It feels okay. Just a little neck exercise. Take your hand and place it on your forehead. Now, with your fingers, just gently draw the head over to the side. And then with the heel of the hands, just gently push the head back to center. Let's just do 3 more. So gently allowing the head to rotate. And does somewhere else in your body move when you do this? So we're just gently pulling over with the fingers. It's really like a skin stretch. And then just gently pushing back with the heel of the hand. And last one this side. And then back up. Release down, slide the legs in. We'll do the other side in a moment, guys. Okay, piston legs, opposite side. Feeling any difference there in the hip joint as you just draw in? Keep breathing. Keep relaxing. Yeah, there's no stress coming anywhere. And let's add on if you want. You can stay just doing this, mobilizing the hip, or we put the foot down, lengthen away. In, fold in. And I know it's a lot slower, but really try and stick with it if you can, not rushing. Body needs to relax, guys. We need to de-stress it. We don't want to always live in this heightened awareness of the fight or flight mode in the body. So this is very nurturing, very good for your nervous system. Take your hand on your knee and just take it from side to side first of all. And maybe you feel a difference. Again, I'm not stabilizing in my other pelvis, it's moving a little bit, just letting the natural flow in the body. You're going to feel great after this. And then let's circle. 4 circles each way. Just guide round. Oh, clicking, hi guys. And round we go. Sometimes that clicking, just a tightness in the ligaments in the hip sockets. Of course, we know that if anything's painful, guys, you stop. You don't want that. You listen to your bodies. And then let's place that foot then back down onto the floor. Lengthen your legs again, just getting a natural stretch through the hip flexors. Let's take our opposite hand onto our forehead, gently just pulling over, just getting some neck release. And then just pushing back through with the heel of the hand. And again, gently coming over. I wish we had an hour really this morning for all this. And then just pushing across. And again, just use the heel of the hand. Just a little skin stretch across the forehead, last one. And then center. Hands down by your sides again. Slide one leg in, slide your other. Let's do a really, really easy bridge, guys. Gentle tilt. Very easy as we're lifting. Nice big breath in. As you exhale, melt down. And even if you come back, guys, maybe if you want to feel you want to tilt the pubic bone away from you into a little arch, do. And then let's just feel the pubic bone just coming towards you. Really gentle and easy lift. And melting down. I'm just taking it over slightly into a slight extension with the pubic bone. And then again. Now you can flow with that, guys, or you can just hold up here with me. And I'm just going to take the hips over to the side. And I'm trying to do that in a level way. So I'm not scooping down and lifting. Imagine the hips are staying in one plane. And then you can really feel what's happening. The hips are a little bit stiff. So it's a gentle just pushing out to the side with the hips. If it doesn't feel good, guys, stay with the bridge. Come to your center. Allow one hip just to come down towards the mat. And then curl back up to center. Opposite side, let that hip drop down to the mat. Curl back up. It's harder than what it looks, this one. Nurture, guys. If it feels too much for you this morning, yeah, just stay with the normal curl. Try and get the bum down to the floor. Curling back up. Let's take the arms up. Let's take them overhead if we can. Let's do the same thing. Take the hip down. Curl back up. Other side. down we go, curling back up, and then melt the spine back down onto the mat. One knee in, other knee in. Just feel that stretch in the lower back. Now, it may be that you want to rock up to seated, or you may just want to come round and push yourselves up there. Okay. Let's come to a seated position here. And I'm just going to take the arms behind me. Now, I don't normally allow shoulders to do this sort of thing. I might just come slightly on the diagonal so that you can just see a little bit with the shoulders. So we are just going to slouch down into the shoulders. And in this position, you probably feel, guys, that the pubic bone's coming towards you, that the chin bone's nodded. So actually the spine is in this rounded position, what we will call a flexion. So I'm just relaxing in the shoulders, chin's nodded, and pubic bone's coming towards you. Now, just to come into an extension then from there, we'd start to lift the breastbone up and allow the tailbone to move the opposite way. Yeah, so you can see the difference there. I'm lifting the breastbone, opening the chest, and then I'm allowing my chin to drop. Those shoulders can come up by your ears, but it almost makes me cringe saying that, but it's a nice movement. Bringing the tailbone towards you and just flow through that. So you're just lifting and flexing. So flexion, I can feel a nice stretch in the lower back there. So I'm really trying to get a really nice deep scoop in my body there, okay? And lift. Last one. Scooping, lifting, and release. Just come back onto your sides, guys. If you want to roll down, you can do roll down. Well, from that position, if you wanted to get down, guys, with the hands here, you can just slide them back. I've got a lovely fluffy carpet here that just is very slidey. That's why I've got a mat on it. And you can slide back using your arms to get yourself down in a safe position. So that is actually, again, a little bit like a nice safe roll down. Let's take our legs out again. Take your arms out to the side or up into the starfish position. Now your arm furthest away from the screen, guys, just give it a lift up towards the ceiling. And literally I'm just going to lift my body over and stretch forwards. And I'm going to take it back and open out. Let's go again. So we take the arm up, lift up and over. Just let the lower body just follow whatever it wants to do, okay? Everything, whatever it's wanting to do. Open out. Let's do 2 more that way. So we're just lifting up, opening. We're all okay here. And feel the hip perhaps. And release back. And again, up we go. Over. Stretching out through the fascia nice and gently. And then let's take it over to the other side. So you can be in the starfish position again. So let's take the arm up, guys. Let's push up and over. And release back. 3 more there. If you wanted just to stay down laying on your back, doing the piston exercises or a bridge, if this one doesn't feel great for you, please do. Up and over, stretching. You feel that stretch through the shoulder, out over the hip. Personally, you may feel it somewhere else. And again, up we go. Up and over, stretching. Maybe over the hip, over the glute. And releasing back again from there. And literally, guys, we're just going to come round onto our tummies from there. Okay, all good. And we're just going to take our hands down here. We're just going to take our head on our hands just to start off with. And we're just going to bend at our knees. And again, if you're feeling a little bit of pinching in your lower back, you may want to get your towel and just pop it underneath your hips. Okay, so you just pop it there. I could do with another coloured towel, you can't really see it, can you? But it's right underneath your hips and it just lengthens out through the lower back. So if you find you need that this morning, just pop it there. So let's bend our feet, guys. Now we're just going to allow the feet to move over to one side. So you'll feel that one leg is inwardly rotating, the other is externally rotating. That will happen naturally, so don't worry if you think, I don't know what inward or outward means. The way my feet are going, I'm going to look. Opposite side, I'm going to look. And just flow with it again. Have a little look. So we're getting that neck mobility. One side of the pelvis will be working. Then the other side. Last one over to this side. And then come to your centre. Now adding on a little bit. So I'm going to take the legs over to the side. And then I'm just going to allow my legs to release down onto the floor. And you'll feel that one leg is longer than the other and one knee's a little bit more bent. Can you feel that? So lengthen the longer leg and the knee that's more bent, the opposite arm, take it out, up and look at it. And then bring it back in, bring the legs up. So we go across, just let the legs drop, and naturally one leg will be more bent. So my other knee on this side now is more bent. You can bend it up a little bit more if you want, and then take your opposite arm out on the diagonal. And I'm looking up at that arm on the diagonal. So we go again, bring it all back to this position. So we take the legs over to the side, just naturally let them drop. So this knee now I'm going to bring up a little bit higher, if you can. My opposite arm is going out and I'm going to look up at it. Now I'm going to take some breaths there. So I'm going to take a breath in and a breath out. Can you melt into your mat a little bit more? Take a breath in, a breath out. Maybe you can lift this knee up a little bit more. Maybe you can lengthen your other leg a little bit more. And again, breathing in and exhale. Coming back in, bringing those legs back. One more on this side, guys. So just letting the legs drop, knee lifts, opposite arm. 3 breaths, breathe in, exhale, release, let go, let go. Don't start to think about your shopping list. Breathe in, exhale. Last one, breathing in and exhale. And then bring your legs back together, guys. Bring your hands here at the side of you. Let's push ourselves up into a shell stretch. Sitting back towards the heels. This is maybe where you want your towel again in between your knees for your knee joint. Oof, cracking, creaking. And just move the upper shoulders. Just moving the shoulders in this position. Feels nice. Okay. And then let's just start to come up a little bit more. So I'm not fully in a quadruped position. I'm in a 3/4 position here. Maybe you want cushions underneath your knees. Let's just bring the fingers to the temples, or you can take them to the back of the head. It's the only time I want you to try and think of keeping a long spine. Just try and cue that you're not actually rounding. Okay, I think that's the only cue this morning. And now just add a rotation. Take the elbow to the elbow. And then open out the breastbone. So we've got elbow, and I'll sit back a little bit deeper, I think. Elbow to elbow. Open out. If it's too much on your knee joints here, just come into the quadruped position, that's fine. Opening out for that thoracic rotation. And in. Sit back. Swing from side to side. So you can move the hips, guys, then the thighs, then the shoulders. Just let it be loose and free here. Just move with your bodies. And then I'm just going to lift slightly, take my opposite arm, okay? So if you feel it easier on the knees, come into full quadruped. If not, just push back out through the heel of the hand a little bit. Okay, so let's just rotate in, inhale, exhale, rotate out. And hopefully your bodies are starting just to relax. You know, holding tension in your body, it's just not good for your mental state either. Yeah, it just sends all the signals to the brain that you're stressed, and it's like a merry little circle. So we're just trying to break the chain of stress by doing this nice movement. Hope that makes sense. Last one. Open out. And then release. Okay, guys. Let's come forwards into cat stretch. Really rounding up in the back. Sitting back. And then as we come forward, I'm just going to slide the hands forward slightly and then lift up through cat into an extension. Pulling the breastbone forwards again. And just looking over my shoulder, down towards my feet, center, other side, and center. If it feels too much, flow again. We can flow through cat, sit back. Lift up through cat into extension. Perhaps you just want to switch one hand the opposite way around for a really good wrist stretch. Looking over the shoulder. A really good wrist stretch. Bring it back. Round up into the cat again. Sitting back. Just flow. Just have some movement. I'm going to rotate my opposite hand this time as I come forwards. I'm going to look over my shoulder. My hips are moving. That's all right. Okay. And then back. Rounding up and sit. Come round onto your bottoms. And again, let's just sit in this position here. So I can just let the shoulders release, guys. I'm in a nice tilted round spine position, pubic bones coming towards me. And like a hip roll, well, it is a hip roll, just allow, I'm just going to let the feet move first. Feet, knees, hips. Center. Try and move your feet first. Feet onto the blades of the feet, knees, hips. Release. Feel a nice stretch. Do you feel it's better for you back on your back in a classic position? Please do if it's just getting your shoulders a little bit. Okay. One more each side here. Holding, feeling the stretch. Coming back to center. I'll add on with that down on the mat. So slide back, guys, through the shoulders if you can. So you're working and stabilizing here. Arms out at the side. And again, our feet are nice and wide. And just take your Again, feet, knees, hips over to the side. Now this top leg, guys, lift it and bring it up and round. So you're bringing the foot round. You're making like a horseshoe shape. Yeah, so the foot can slide round and lift, and then take it back, opening out. We'll do that once more. Flowing round. I've just got a massive plump then. Oh, I want to do one more. It's good, this one. Round we go. So we're creating a horseshoe shape with the knee. And then come back over to the other side. I'm feeling relaxed here. Wish I put the candle on. So we're lifting this leg, guys. It's coming up towards you. When we're doing gentle back care, guys, always get some nice music on. That helps to relax as well. Flowing. Feels completely different on this side. Taking it back round. And again, forwards. And back. Should we do one last one? Up we come. And then release. Come back, guys, onto your backs. And just one knee in again, one knee in. And just circle round in the ankles. A few each way. So loosening off there. And then placing the feet down on the mat. So I've got 5 minutes, guys, and what I want to do with you today is just some belly breathing, just finishing off, and I'm going to sit to do mine. I'm going to do it with you. Joining me for this 5 minutes, just take yourself on a stool. You can be cross-legged, you can be feet hip width apart, you can sit on a stool, guys. You can sit on your sofas, you can sit on your blocks. I just want you to be comfortable and also in a quite erect position with your bodies as well, so that you feel in a dignified posture. And we're just going to start by just placing one hand on your heart area here in the centre and one hand on your belly. And just settle with that position. Just get yourselves comfortable. And then perhaps just gently close your eyes or lower your gaze. And let's just turn our attention now to our breath. And as you just breathe in and out, feel where the air is going to most. Is it going to your top hand on your chest? Or is the air going down into the hand on your belly? Just notice that for a moment. Keep trying to sit tall but relaxed. So if you feel that you're breathing more into your upper chest than into your belly, you may be just breathing a little too shallowly, which again promotes stress. So belly breathing is about trying to get the air deeper into your belly. And that way it just calms the whole body down again. So to help you imagine belly breathing, feel as though imagine you've got a balloon in your belly. And as you breathe in, you're trying to inflate that balloon. And then as you exhale, you're trying to deflate the balloon. If you wanted to move your hands, you can, because sometimes the hands are a very nice guide. So just try and take 5 belly breaths. So take the breath deep into the tummy. Feel the hand on the belly expand. And then as you exhale, Feel the hand on the belly gently release. And if you can, see if you can breathe in for a count of 5. Hold for 2. And exhale for 5. And just continue with that breathing at your own pace. Slowly inhaling, filling the belly with air. Imagine that balloon filling up, holding. And then as you exhale, feel the belly releasing and falling back towards the spine. So maybe for your last few rounds of breath, imagine that you're breathing in the colour orange. Breathing orange deep down into your belly. And around there is called the sacral chakra. And it's there where we can store lots of agitation, frustration. Also, it's a very important area for ladies, but it needs to be free in that area. So imagine breathing that orange colour into that area. Really visualise it. If you can't, just stay with the balloon. Take a couple more rounds. That's one. And then release. If your hands aren't on your knees, just place them on your knees or comfortably in your lap. And just take a moment just to see if you feel different to when you did at the beginning of the whole session, or maybe at the beginning of the breathing. And by using that technique of belly breathing, you'll find the whole nervous system really does start to drop and you can start to relax. So again, some breathing that you can do if you're feeling a bit agitated or frustrated. Okay guys, so thanks for joining me again today. Super stuff.